Hey everybody, Hoopla here. Gonna make a short video on using Addictive Drums 2 to write drum breaks, and you can really use any multi-sample drum kit. If you don't have Addictive Drums 2, I have a list of other multi-sample drum kits that I recommend. So Steven Slate drummer, mono drums, lab drums, power drum kit, those will all work. Those are all multi-sample drum kits that I've tried and I know will work. Or you can even use the Addictive Drums demo or something like that. But anything that has multi-sample velocities in it, so basically it has different samples for the lower velocities and whatnot. We also have a full kit here to work with. So I'm just gonna drop in a little MIDI clip, and I'm gonna go down to my C1, which is gonna be my kick drum. So I'm gonna just start off by writing the most basic kind of dub beat, if you will. My snare drum is gonna be directly above that. So just kind of making 2 and the 4, having my kick on the 1s, and I'll drag this one off, just make that real classic dub beat. Okay, cool. So we'll do that, and then we'll look for a hat, and I have my toggle on so you can hear the pieces as I scroll through them. And here we've got a closed hat, so we're just gonna duplicate that, drop it in, maybe lower these velocities down to this of every second one. That's a real classic move to give it a little bit of groove to it. We're just going to duplicate that across. Cool, that's a 16th note, so maybe I duplicate that out and just have it like that. Or we'll do the 16th note. I like the way that's sounding. So maybe we can add some open hats in here, and kind of just trying out different notes and different variations. But I like to start off with something, just making a nice loop, basic beat that I can embellish. Cool. So I like that. I'm gonna just duplicate that across first of all, and I heard in my head, I wanted a snare to kind of be here, but we're gonna make it a little bit lower velocity. So I'm gonna bring this velocity tab up so you can see a little bit better that it's not quite as hard as the 2 and the 4. So these 2 and the 4 are gonna be our hard snares. And everything else is going to kind of be a lower velocity ghost snare, or you could do you could do harder velocities, but yeah, these snares are going to really keep the groove going. So you can kind of just throw them in. I have the grid at 16th notes, so you can kind of have everything just snap in and be nice. So I kind of want to double hit here, and again we can mess with that velocity so it sounds a little more realistic. And with the drum kit here we have different articulations, so you can go ahead and mess with that. I like that. Again, I'm just going to duplicate across and make some more variations. So again, I heard kind of a boom boom kind of thing, so I'm going to put 2 equally hard kick drums. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's sounding nice. So I started off with the drum kit that I like to use. It's just a modified funk kit, basically. There's lots of drum kits in here, and they have lots of drum pieces that sound good, but you can always manipulate them and tune them up, and basically any of those drum plugins will have a way you can do that. Basically just tuning them and using the volume shaping and whatnot. Addictive Drums is nice because it has 2 mics that you can blend between. you have your tone designer, your pitch envelope, and it's very nice for getting a custom kind of drum sound. But I kind of like doing a little bit of processing inside and then a little more processing outside. So I'm gonna get a nice kind of drum sound going. Okay, so I like that hi-hat sounding a little more old school. And next thing I'm going to do is go in and add a little bit of swing. With Ableton, you can add some swing. You can go into our groove pool, and you can have it mess with the velocity, positive or negative. I'm just going to leave that at 0 because I like the velocities that I put in, and I'm going to add some global amount. And this groove pool is just some that I like. I like the MPC ones and the Logic ones, but there's lots of good ones under this grooves tab that you can try out. And immediately that just gives it a little bit of swing to it. And if you don't have Ableton and groove pool, you can alternatively drag things off manually. And if I get rid of this and kind of just nudge these hi-hats either forward or backwards. Usually backwards sounds pretty good. Makes it sound kind of cool, and we can take these ghost notes and nudge them. Also, triplets are very cool with drums and drum fills. Maybe not in this one. There's kind of a straight feel going on, but you'll develop some cool stuff. And another thing we can do is maybe writing some fills to kind of round out the loop a little more. So I just deleted everything here for this last bit of this bar, and I'm going to add in kind of a open hat and maybe some toms. So we'll go get our toms, which are up here, and just kind of add in a whole just straight pattern. We'll mess with it a little more, add some more velocities and just so you can hear, just try out some stuff, and you'll hear what works and what doesn't. We're still in the triplet grid, which is why that was kind of weird. So yeah, again, just writing something straight, like this, and then moving these off, messing with the velocities. You can highlight them and use your pencil tool to kind of ramp them up or draw the kind of shape you want. So if you want them come down and back up. So that's kind of cool. And that kind of rounds out a little bit more. Maybe we'll put a ride there. And now what I would want is a little bit of post-processing. So we can do a little saturation, compression, and whatnot. But what I like to do, which is just quick and easy, is just grab a drum bus, throw a little bit of compression in there. So that makes it a lot louder, obviously. So we can use this trim to bring it back. And use some of the drive and some of the crunch. I'm not going to use the boom because I usually don't use the kick for these drum breaks. The kick can sound nice for the offbeats and whatnot, but for the strong ones, for the strong hits on the kicks, I want a nice synthesized kick, or one of my kicks, or a nice sample that I found, or something like that. That sounds a little nicer than the acoustic kit, because it sounds like a real drum kit. And there's some nice kicks in here. You can get some decent sounding kicks, but I just like the sound of a better, more the synthesized kick. So here, this is what we got, and from here, you know, you can duplicate it out and just Command J or something like that, and make some variations here. So you know, just keep it going, and render it out, chop it up, do what you will with it. But that's gonna be it for this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.